My beloved, stop for a moment. Put down the question you have been carrying around all day, because you already know more than you are allowing yourself to admit. You keep asking for another sign, another confirmation, another coincidence, another conversation, another moment that will finally make you certain. But how many signs do you need before you trust what you have already seen? How many times will you replay the same situation? How many different meanings will you search for? How many nights will you lie awake trying to predict what someone will do? You are exhausting your heart by asking the same question in 100 different ways. And I want you to hear me clearly. You do not need to figure out everything tonight. You need to stop overthinking what your heart has already understood. There are things you already know. You know what brings you peace? You know what repeatedly disturbs it? You know who makes an effort? You know who only appears when they need something? You know which path gives you energy? You know which path constantly drains you? You know what you want? And you know what you are afraid to admit you want. The problem is not always confusion. Sometimes the problem is that the answer is uncomfortable. So you keep searching for a different one. If a door closes, you will search for another. You learn. You do not need certainty about the future, my beloved. There is something beautiful waiting on the other side of overthinking. Action. When you stop analyzing every possibility, you finally have energy to do something. You can make the call. You can start the project. You can take the opportunity. You can have the conversation. You can walk away. You can begin again. Your life cannot be changed by thoughts alone. At some point, thought must become movement. So ask yourself, what is the smallest honest action I can take today? Not tomorrow, not someday. Today, take that. Then let tomorrow reveal itself. You do not need to solve your entire life tonight. You only need to stop standing still because you are afraid of choosing incorrectly. My beloved, you have already been shown enough to take the next step. Not necessarily enough to understand everything, but enough to move. Enough to stop chasing answers that are not coming. Enough to stop interpreting every silence. Enough to stop creating imaginary futures. Enough to trust the patterns you have already witnessed. Enough to listen to the peace you feel when you know you are being honest with yourself. Enough to recognize what repeatedly breaks that peace. You are not empty of guidance. You are overwhelmed by noise. Quiet the noise, and what remains may surprise you. The answer may be simpler than you thought. You may not need another sign. You may simply need the courage to accept the sign you already received. And when you finally do, your mind will become quieter. Your heart will become lighter. And the decision you have been afraid to make may suddenly feel much clearer, my beloved. There is something you must understand about the way your mind has been working lately. You keep thinking that if you analyze everything deeply enough, you will finally become safe. You believe one more thought will reveal the answer. One more conversation will remove the uncertainty. One more sign will make you completely confident. But my child, there will always be another question if you keep searching for certainty. At some point, you must stop searching outside yourself and listen to what has already become clear inside you. You have seen enough. You have experienced enough. You have learned enough. You do not need to keep reopening the same wound just to understand why it hurt. Sometimes the lesson is already complete. A dream should not require you to abandon your entire identity. There must be balance. There must be peace. There must be honesty. Stop calling self-abandonment sacrifice. Sometimes walking away is not giving up. Sometimes it is finally choosing yourself, my beloved. And when you feel confused, do not immediately seek another opinion. Sit quietly. Stop checking. Stop comparing. Stop searching. Ask yourself, if nobody else could judge my decision, what would I choose? If I were not afraid of losing anyone, what would I choose? If I trusted myself completely, what would I choose? The answer may come quietly, and when it does, do not immediately argue with it. Listen. You may discover that your heart has known for a long time. Your mind simply kept creating new questions because it was afraid of the answer. My beloved, you do not need another sign tonight. You need stillness. You need honesty. You need courage. You need to stop making every decision from panic. The next chapter will not become clearer because you stare at it endlessly. It becomes clearer when you begin walking. Take one step, then another. Let experience reveal what thinking cannot. Let life answer some questions for you. You do not have to solve everything before moving. Sometimes the road itself gives you the answer, my beloved. So release the question that has been exhausting you. Release the need to know exactly what will happen. Release the fear of choosing. Release the endless search for confirmation. You have already been shown enough to begin. Enough to recognize the pattern. Enough to understand the lesson. Enough to know what brings you peace. Enough to know what repeatedly takes it away. Now trust what you have learned. Not blindly, not emotionally, but peacefully. Move forward. And if the path changes, you will adapt. If something ends, you will heal. If something begins, you will receive it. If you make a mistake, you will learn. You do not need to be afraid of life anymore. You simply need to live it. Because the moment you stop overthinking every possibility, you finally have space to experience the possibility you were too busy worrying to notice. I am proud of you, my beloved. I am always with you, my child. I love you, my child. My beloved, there is another reason you keep overthinking. You are trying to make the future feel safe before you allow yourself to move. You want to know who will stay? What will happen? Whether the decision will work? Whether your effort will be rewarded? Whether everything will finally fall into place? But life does not give you that kind of guarantee. And I do not want you to spend your entire life waiting for one. You can move without knowing everything. You can trust without having every answer. You can take a step while your heart is still nervous. That does not make you careless. It makes you courageous. You know you need to speak. Are you really confused? Or are you afraid of what clarity will require from you? Because knowing the truth is one thing. Having the courage to act on it is another. And perhaps that is where you are today, standing between what you know and what you are willing to do. My beloved, do not underestimate the power of one honest decision. You do not have to change everything at once. You do not have to solve your entire life tonight. Just choose one thing. One step, one conversation, one beginning, one release. Small decisions can create enormous changes when they come from a clear heart. Stop waiting for a dramatic moment. Your life can change quietly. Through one decision nobody else even notices. My beloved, and when your mind starts creating another 100 questions, come back to what is real. What happened? What was shown? What was repeated? What did you learn? What do you feel when you stop forcing yourself to believe something? That last question matters, because sometimes your mind creates arguments, but your heart becomes peaceful the moment you stop pretending. Notice that peace. Do not ignore it. Peace does not always tell you exactly what will happen. Sometimes it simply tells you. You are finally being honest, my beloved. You have spent enough time trying to predict people. Let their actions reveal them. You do not need to decode every message. You do not need to analyze every silence. You do not need to wonder what someone secretly feels. If they care, let their actions show it. If they want to stay, let their consistency show it. If they value you, let their behavior show it. Stop carrying the responsibility of proving someone else's intentions. That is not your burden. Your responsibility is to protect the peace inside your own heart, my beloved. And when you finally stop overthinking, you may realize something beautiful. You were never missing as much clarity as you believed. You were missing permission. Permission to trust what you already knew. Permission to stop waiting. Permission to move forward. Permission to choose peace without explaining yourself to everyone. Give yourself that permission. You do not need another sign every time fear appears. You need to remember what you have already learned, because the answer becomes powerful, not when you discover it, but when you finally act on it, my beloved. There is a point where you have to stop asking, what if I am wrong? And start asking, what if I am right? What if the feeling you keep ignoring is actually guiding you? What if the peace you feel around something is worth trusting? What if the door you keep staring at is not meant to stay closed forever? What if the change you fear is exactly what will help you grow? You have spent so much energy imagining everything that could go wrong. Give yourself permission to imagine something going right. You do not need to become unrealistic. You simply need to stop making fear your only source of information. My beloved, there are moments when Krishna shows you something through repetition. The same lesson, the same feeling, the same situation. You keep hoping the next time will look different. Maybe it will. Do not keep ignoring what is right in front of you. Sometimes the answer is not hidden. You simply do not want to accept it yet. Acceptance hurts, but it also brings peace, because once you accept reality, you can finally decide what to do with it. My beloved, stop overthinking every person's opinion of you. You cannot control what people think. You cannot make everyone understand you. You cannot make everyone approve of your choices, and you do not need to. The people meant to understand you will see your heart through your actions. The others may misunderstand. Let them. Your life is not a debate. You do not need to defend every decision. Sometimes the strongest thing you can say is nothing, and simply continue walking. My beloved, if your heart feels tired, rest. If your mind feels crowded, become quiet. If you feel confused, slow down. But do not use confusion as an excuse to remain trapped forever. Give yourself a little space. Then listen again. You may discover that beneath all the noise, there is a very simple truth. And that truth may be asking you for one thing: courage. Not perfection, not certainty, just courage. My beloved, you have already survived decisions you once thought would destroy you. You have already survived endings. You have already survived rejection. You have already survived disappointment. You have already survived moments when you had no idea what would happen next. And yet, you are still here. So stop treating uncertainty like something you cannot survive. You can. You have done it before. You will do it again. Trust yourself enough to move, even when you cannot see the entire road. My beloved, one day, you will understand why you had to stop overthinking. Because while you were analyzing every possibility, life was waiting for you to actually live. The moment you stopped asking, "What if?" and started asking, "What now?" everything changed. That is where your power is. Not in knowing everything, but in choosing what you will do with what you know. So take the next honest step. Let the rest unfold naturally. You do not need another 100 answers. You need one decision. And perhaps you already know what it is. My beloved, you have been carrying questions that were never meant to stay in your heart forever. Yet you keep holding them as if they are the only way to understand your life. You keep asking when, why, how, what if? And every answer you try to find only creates another question, as if your mind refuses to let you rest. Soon you are no longer searching for clarity. You are simply feeding the noise inside you, giving it more space than it deserves. Come back to what you already know deep within yourself. What gives you peace, even if it is small? What keeps repeating in your life, showing you a pattern you cannot ignore? What makes you feel honest with yourself, without pretending? What makes you feel like you are slowly becoming better, even in quiet ways? Those things matter more than endless theories inside your mind, more than overthinking every possibility that may never happen. And it creates space for peace to finally enter. My beloved, and if you are waiting for someone to give you closure, to explain everything, to make it make sense, do not wait forever. Closure can begin inside you, even without their words. You can accept that you may never receive the explanation you wanted. You can accept that some questions will remain unanswered, no matter how long you think about them. You can accept that some people will never understand what they did, or how deeply it affected you, and still move forward with your life. Your healing does not need their permission. Your future does not need their apology. Your peace belongs to you, not to anyone who left you with confusion. My beloved, stop trying to predict what will happen next, as if thinking harder will give you control over life. You are turning possibilities into problems before they even exist. You are suffering in moments that have not arrived. Come back to today. What is real right now in this exact moment? What can you do right now that supports your peace? What deserves your attention right now, and what does not? Do that. Let the future reveal itself naturally, without forcing it to appear in your mind before it's time. You will meet tomorrow when tomorrow comes. You do not need to live it tonight, my beloved. You have already been shown enough. Enough to recognize the pattern that keeps repeating, enough to understand the lesson that keeps returning. Enough to know what feels right in your heart, enough to know what repeatedly feels wrong even if you try to ignore it. Now stop searching for another answer as if clarity is hiding somewhere far away. Let your actions reflect what you already understand. That is where real clarity begins. Not in more thinking, not in more analyzing, but in movement, in choice, in change. And when you finally move in the direction of what you know is right, your mind will slowly become quieter, because you are no longer asking the same question over and over again. You are finally living the answer. My beloved, now let the noise become quiet. You have spent enough time questioning yourself, enough time searching for hidden meanings, enough time imagining every possible outcome. You do not need to carry every question with you anymore. Some questions can remain unanswered. Some situations can remain unexplained. Some people can remain misunderstood, and you can still have peace. You can still move forward. You can still smile again. If something ends, you will heal. If something begins, you will grow with it. You do not need to know the entire future before taking today's step. Take the honest step. Then let tomorrow reveal itself, my beloved. And remember, not everything needs to be understood to be released. Not everything needs an explanation to be accepted. Not every ending needs a perfect goodbye. Sometimes peace begins when you stop asking why and simply say, this is what happened. This is what I learned. And this is where I choose to go now. That is not weakness. That is freedom. My beloved, tonight, put the overthinking down. Do not take it into your sleep. Do not carry tomorrow's problems before tomorrow arrives. Rest your mind. Let your heart breathe. You have done enough. You have learned enough. You have been shown enough. Now allow yourself to live without questioning every moment. If something is meant to become clear, it will. If something needs to change, it will. And when the moment comes, you will know what to do. Because you are becoming someone who no longer needs fear to make every decision. My beloved, one day you will look back at this season and realize that the greatest change was not that everything suddenly became clear. It was that you stopped demanding clarity before allowing yourself to move. You stopped chasing. You stopped forcing. You stopped decoding every silence. You stopped creating stories from possibilities. You started trusting what was real. And slowly, your peace returned. That is the freedom I want you to remember. You do not need to know everything. You only need to be honest with yourself. So breathe. Release the question. Release the fear. Release the need for another sign, and walk forward with a lighter heart. Your story is still unfolding. Your future is still open. And there are things ahead that you cannot see yet. Do not let overthinking steal them from you before they even arrive. My beloved, you have already been shown enough. Now, it is time to live what you have understood. Choose peace. Choose honesty. Choose courage. Choose yourself when you need to. And trust that you will find your way through whatever comes. I am proud of you, my beloved. I am always with you, my child. I love you, my child.